The I'm Friends with the DJ podcast is brought to you by Grip Tins. Patent pending 100% food grade silicone, BPA free with gecko grooves and spiral ring sleeve for your bartending tin. In an environment where things tend to get wet, we let you get a grip. That is www.griptins.com, www.griptins.com, GRIPTINZ, Grip Tins.
All right, what's good, guys? Welcome to episode 16 of I'm Friends with a DJ, the Reboot episode. We're back. A lot of things have changed since then.
It's been a while.
Definitely been a while.
Yeah, buddy. We back, baby.
We just looked it up before. Last episode we posted was August 5th.
That's insane. That's a long.
And that was with Brian Loveliner.
I almost feel like we also did, I thought we recorded in September. I don't even know why. But those were getting to some points. I feel like at that time, we weren't really working. So we were running out of shit to really talk about.
100%.
I mean, that's what we do mainly is we spin, we DJ.
I wouldn't say we were running out of stuff. I would just say we weren't working. So it's we put a lot of focus into this, and to our very loyal fans, our hundreds and thousands of loyal fans out there, we're back, baby. So yeah, I mean, honestly, life's been busy, Busy's good.
Yeah, busy is good.
But we definitely wanted to continue this. This wasn't a quarantine type thing where it's in and out. We wanted to do this kind of before quarantine. And so we are going to continue it. We're going to keep grinding through, make some time to hammer these in, and hope you enjoy.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're going to try to stick to 2 episodes a month, right? Pretty much.
Nothing crazy. So. 2 episodes a month. We would
bi-weekly.
We would like to bring on guests
bi-weekly.
Again. We thought that was a lot of fun, but maybe we might organize that a different way as far as formatting the podcast. Because I like us three talking the most, honestly. I love bringing on guests, but I think us three just
a little cocky, but all right.
Fucking dissing all of our guests like that already.
No.
First episode back in 9 months.
You forget that Fisher makes the video, so that's easily going to be one.
Oh,
Angelo disses all the guests.
It's gonna zoom in on me. It's gonna have all the guests that we've had, their faces.
Their faces looking at you.
Definitely not doing that. Way too much work.
Yeah.
No, but we definitely do have some ideas moving forward for the people that are listening out there. Please give us your input. I mean, one of my ideas is potentially if we're having DJs setting up some type of mix, maybe like a guest mix, nothing in crazy, maybe they play for 20, 30 minutes and we have something prepared for 30 minutes and we put it together. I think that could be something good. And we'll come up with other things for other people to bring on the show for sure.
Actually, no, I love that. I think that'd be fucking sick. Bring on the guests, have them do a mix. And I like promoting everything on SoundCloud too. SoundCloud's just so interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's interested me in these past couple months too.
SoundCloud used to be so much better though.
I don't know. I hear mixed things. I hear people that always used to get kicked off and now they're not getting kicked off. But you guys seem to never have a problem with that, I feel like
no, I have.
No, we
before.
did. We got strikes, but no, actually, we got strikes in the past. We haven't got anything recently.
Not
we
recently.
haven't really posted. I mean, we posted
last time we got a strike was probably a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So maybe they are lax on that. I think SoundCloud is more interesting now, at least to me, because I'm trying to actually work in more like a social media than just using it as a music application.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense, low key trying to see what grows as followers and feedback. And I mean, we get a good amount of traction of people listening to our overall mixes. So it's how do you use those people to make sure they're following us on Spotify, make sure they're following us on Instagram and TikTok and other avenues, and how do we grow that, how do we grow our SoundCloud? So that's, that's the mind of how I'm going, when I first started using SoundCloud, I was just fucking ripping random ass songs from 2013, 2012.
What fascinates me the most is you're still posting mixes on your own and not putting them to SoundCloud. That fascinates me the most. It's you're
exclusive mixes.
It's like you got an alias or something
No, not necessarily. I just like to sometimes put things out that may not be, in my opinion, olive oil worthy. Because I'll make mixes sometimes and not gonna lie, there's mess ups and other stuff. So I'll throw them on mine.
That's cool though.
If I like it, and I like to try to go for a different vibe sometimes. Plus, Fisher and I have talked about it. We don't want to hammer olive oil with mixes and mix shows and do a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
So if I feel the need to do a mix or make something, I actually have about 4 or 5 of them that are private
Oh shit.
On mine that only gets sent out to specific people who reach out to me for mix shows because I do get that sometimes.
I like that.
So yeah, not too bad.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, first awkward silence back.
What was our next thing we're supposed to talk about?
I mean, we're staying. The reason why we
I was
probably
purposely
really
not
haven't-
going to speak that much to see if Angelo can handle the pressure, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Maybe the other thing we're going to talk about is like getting back to work. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
1000%.
Yeah, and that's kind of why we stopped doing this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, but seriously, let's give a recap, I guess, to our followers and stuff, who people, that probably haven't seen us out, because we have been working a good amount. We stopped in August and we pretty much all started working pretty consistently since September on.
Yeah, and Merc, before you hopped on before, we were saying like around that time when we stopped doing this is literally when we started talking about Green Rock Tailgate and stuff, and we were on the phone with Brandon and Pat every other day. So
yeah,
that's like where all of our time and focus went.
Green Rock Tailgate, interesting. That's all I'll say.
It was
yeah, we'll leave that
funny
at that.
because it was like a guessing game back in August. We were like, we have no idea how this shit is gonna turn out. Whatever.
Bro, it still is.
Yeah.
We're
it
still
still is.
closing
Yeah,
at
we're
10
still-
o'clock.
we're still in a guessing game.
I remember in like July and stuff, we'd be like, all right, 100% in September. Like,
Yeah,
good
we're
to
gonna
go.
be
Yeah.
football
to
season. Fans are gonna be there and stuff. It's gonna be packed. Nope.
I've got to go back. We got to go back and listen to some of those because we really see how much
Yeah.
right we actually got and how much wrong we got.
Probably absolutely nothing.
I saw somebody put up like a SpongeBob meme, and it's like Larry the Lobster. And it's like day 305 in pandemic, day 305. Like we're literally almost at a year. It's insane.
Yeah, it is wild. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
2
saying.
months.
I mean,
Literally, not even less than 2 months right now.
yeah, literally, if we just go back to normal March, it's conspiracy. Like, literally.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like enough.
I don't know. And now now we're hearing like a million different things for the summer. It's like some people are saying 50%, some people are saying 100%, some people are saying this, some people are saying that. Like,
I think.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not listening to Inya anymore. Like, I'll see it when I believe it at this point.
Yeah.
I think we got our hopes up enough, honestly.
Politics.
I'm not even gonna say it.
Yeah.
Politics aside, because obviously I don't really want to go into that, and I really care what you lie or lay. But do you think like the new regime of the presidency will
I would hope so.
make it go away, or
mean,
what do
maybe.
you mean by make it go away? Is maybe do they open up the economy? Do you see them closing the economy? Like I really don't know. Like honestly, I feel like
he's gonna open it, and then everything's gonna do well, and people will be happy with Biden.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, like that's all I want. I just want
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
just want
that's
normal.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just open it. I don't really care.
I think that's the most important thing. But like I said, I had a feeling when that did happen that we were going to close back down, but it doesn't really seem like we're hitting any signs of that. It's just the fact of like these like vaccines and other stuff. Like somebody told me that Pfizer came out saying that you get COVID again even if you got the vaccine.
It's pretty wild.
What's the point of a fucking vaccine? Like that makes no sense.
I know.
I guess you're just protected for like.
Isn't one of them? Don't you have to do like multiple tests?
Yeah,
you have to get the shot a couple times in order for
Sarah,
you to even like have the vaccine. Oh yeah, your girl's a nurse. She knows.
So she got the first one.
Sarah
was good.
Sarah.
So
check my
supposedly
check my email.
Check my kick. Come on.
Check my
You
emails.
still got it. So the second one is supposedly everyone's getting like sick by, but like it's just because it's like every other vaccine. Like when you get the flu vaccine, you get sick, But like I haven't really heard. I don't know too much about it, so I don't want to speak on it. But yeah,
I heard like of
crazy.
like multiple doses for certain ones. I know people that
pretty wild.
Yeah, that's what my aunt had to do because my aunt's like in the field, so she had to do it a couple times.
It's what's weird too. So like my dad, he can't get it yet because he had a kidney transplant like back in the day. So like they had to wait until they made a newer version of it, pretty much.
that's like protects his kidneys.
It's because of his certain medication that he takes. So like they're making so many different advancements of it. So like that's why I think they're still.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's pretty wild.
Do you think like we'll have to wait till a certain amount of people get vaccinated, or like a percentage of like the states like hit their threshold? Like
I almost feel like they want to try and make it a norm. So like, hey, if you want to do this, you have to get this. You have to get the vaccine.
Didn't somebody give us a number the other day?
Yeah, 10 million.
It was 10 million.
Oh, that are vaccinated?
We spoke to somebody. If we hit 10 million vaccinations,
okay.
we'll start opening back up.
Gotcha.
Really, who really knows, though? People are just, throwing numbers out of the air.
Listen, the one thing that I'm blessed, though, is that, like, we're somewhat open. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I know.
We all thought we were going to be shut down.
All three of us have been fortunate to work at places that have constantly booked us.
Exactly. Because, like, we know it's like we're the fortunate ones. Like, it's setting that, like, there's not that much work right now. It's
100%.
compared to what it was. Like, it's insane. So definitely blessed for that. Like, I picked up the new residency for Wicked Wolf, working there on Sundays. Amazing stuff. So, like,
you've been doing Saturdays too, right?
Like once a month Saturdays and Sundays, but then they canceled. I was going to start doing more Fridays, and they canceled Fridays once they did the 10 p.m. curfew.
Yeah.
They're still, like, having people there, just no DJ.
Yeah. But I guess the good thing for you is, like, and like Fisher and I have said it too, we've been fortunate enough to work at Green Rock pretty lengthy. Right now we're kind of in the process of pretty much working, 4 out of the 5 days.
Yeah.
I would say sometimes 5 out of 5 from Wednesday to Sunday. But it's really laying the groundwork and the foundation for when we do get back to normal.
Exactly.
Like, you putting in the time and effort to do Saturdays and do the residency on Sundays is only going to make sure you're locked in for Fridays when you come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's the most important thing I think you can do right now.
If you're fortunate enough to work somewhere, make sure this is the time to create that relationship
100%.
with those managers and with those owners.
100%.
For real.
I think, I think this relationship goes a long way, especially during this time. Bunker down, work with your bar to figure out other ways of opportunity, and don't necessarily look out for you first. Like, figure out how to create wealth and revenue for the bar through maybe different streams. It goes a lot farther when you look at it as like an owner and operator and not necessarily a DJ.
Yeah.
And I think that, that not everyone thinks that way. And don't get me wrong, like, I definitely didn't think that way when I first started DJing. That's all I cared about was playing, making money, and doing that. But when you see it from their eyes, you see it from the larger perspective of things, then things start to kind of fall in place, and you kind of notice some of the actions and how they make decisions on their part. So I think that's the biggest thing that you can offer to them.
Don't be afraid to do something you've never done before, because we started a karaoke night. Me and Merkel have never done karaoke before. And it's fucking awesome. It's fun as hell.
That's awesome.
So, like,
and what we're doing, we're getting by. We're doing good. Like,
exactly.
We figured out ways to make sure that we didn't have to spend a lot of, like, money into the actual aspect of it. Some people would go out and hire a third-party karaoke or buy, like, a karaoke, like, system, a book, and all that stuff. Like, we figured out other ways to do it, and it's been successful so far. So I think that's the thing. It's like, just try different things, whether it's that, bingo, trivia, I don't know, stand-up comedy. Like, there's other avenues.
There's so much stuff
for it. Or maybe even just styles of DJ. Maybe try a hip-hop night or a throwback Thursday night, or, like, Fisher and I have talked about it. We'd love to do, like, a punk rock, like, alternative rock
full night
style.
Yeah,
night.
and because there's a play, I forget where it is, but there is a spot in LA that does emo night, and it's like, I mean, not now obviously, but when it's going on, like, it's DJs who just play, like, pop punk music, and that's all they do. No remixes, just straight up the original tracks, and it looks fucking sick.
Well, that's
and the place gets mobbed. It's just like warehouse parties, and it's just like thousands of people just listening to fucking just fun songs.
I feel like that's why, like, Green Rock and, like, DJs, like, they do so well too. Wicked Wolf, like, they do plenty of different, like, just they get creative a lot of times. They're doing different shit. I think an emo night would be cool. Like, that'd be sick. Like, again, you guys always talk about the Greek party. You just bring different people or something. Like,
that's one
exactly.
thing.
So
we need just different people are going to come into the bar. They're going to have fun.
Yeah,
and that's another person who wants to come back, and it's another person who knows who you are.
Yeah,
we need an Italian night when we get back.
100%.
That would get stupid in a good way,
because that's pretty much every night in Hoboken anyway.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna be like little mozzarella, bringing my fucking semolina breads just to smack them over the head when someone's acting up at the bar. I'm gonna have a stack of them.
The wooden spoon. Oh my
wooden
god!
Spoons flying.
That'd be fucking amazing, man. I can't wait. I literally can't wait.
That'd be a shit show.
Yeah, man. I mean, As far as working,
but just stay tuned though, because when we're out of this quarantine, us and Angelo are going to be throwing a party together. Where
it's going to be multiple right now, multiple places. It's going to be multiple places.
But but we are going to be throwing parties together coming out of this. 100%.
Huge. It's going to be huge. Don't worry, we're going to pop off, baby.
I'm excited.
Angelo's the opener though.
Yeah, totally.
Olive oil. Angelo de Nino.
Before I get too drunk and start redlining.
Analyze your songs this time.
Yeah. I fucking hate Serato. So
have you guys had any crazy like COVID stories? Like something's happened to you for this past like season that was like, I don't know.
Meaning what? Like
maybe not necessarily crazy, but have you noticed anything in the bar that happened at Green Rock of us DJing being like, damn, this would never happen if we were back to normal?
Oh, you want to know what it is? It's the epitome of the name of this podcast.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to fucking hit you up and try to get in because we're limited at the amount of people that can get in.
That's true.
I was telling I sent you guys it, but pretty much what happened was this past weekend, I never really got, you guys always used to tell me people used to hit you up like fucking crazy, whatever. This is this past Saturday, I got four messages, but one of them was like, yo, like super disrespectful, like not really giving a fuck. Like he was like, yo, I'm sliding through with a couple people. That cool? And then he goes, I'll get you to DJ my frat house in the spring. Like whatever.
Sick, bro.
Like what the fuck? Like why would like
you should have been like 100%. Like meet me at Birch.
I'm gonna text him tomorrow and be like, yo, you're good to come through now.
Oh, I had one of our bouncers that works the door, Larry Love. Ivan was DJing at Green Rock, and I was just like standing next to him talking to him, and I like Larry starts calling me, and he was at the front, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is Larry calling me? Either something's got to be wrong, like something's going on, or there's somebody like giving him shit saying that they know me and Kev. And I go outside, there's just two people just standing out there, and Larry's like, do you know these two girls? And I'm like, do I know you? And I'm like, no. And they're like, yeah, we know you. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really recognize you guys. And I walk back inside, and Larry's like, get Merkel, see if he knows them. And I told Merkel,
they're trying so hard.
You said you recognized them, but you didn't really even know they were, though.
No, I know who they like. I know who they are. They're younger than us.
But even so,
the issue is of exactly what you said, Angelo. Is just like people coming to the bar, like name dropping us, but not giving us like a heads up or other stuff.
That's the worst.
I told Larry, I'm like, next time tell them to call me. If they don't have my phone number, then they have no reason to be in here.
That's a good take. Listen, we're definitely getting hit up a lot of other people and stuff. Perfect example, I just got hit up on this podcast. I'm going to shout him out because he's the boy. Shout out to Trito out here. Shout out to Trito. Trito just texted me for a table at Green Rock on Sunday. I told him just check the Instagram. But we do get a lot of people text us like the day of. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm going to try to do whatever I can for my friends and stuff. But I respect people that will text me and be like, hey, I'm thinking about coming to Green Rock, or hey, do you have any tables open? Like, I don't necessarily care about that.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate it if you don't let me know, or you're like outside Green Rock and you're like, hey, I'm outside Green Rock. Like, what can you do? Like, give me time. Like, give me time. Yeah. Give me some opportunity here to like create something if I can. You know, don't necessarily just like show up and then at the door text me and call me, be like, I'm here. What's up? Like, you make my life 100 times harder to even leverage you versus like letting the bar and like letting the security manager and like the owner and like giving them a heads up, being like, hey, I have some friends coming in. Like, anyway, we can work things around, to keep a table open and stuff. So like that's all I'm saying for people listening out here. If you want to come to Green Rock, like text Fisher and I a couple days in advance.
Yeah.
If it's a situation of coming in on a day, like text us like 5 hours before we start the night, or like in the morning, just to give us heads up, and then we'll see what we can do.
9 times out of 10, we'll probably be able to figure something out, but just hit us up earlier.
Yeah.
Walk up to the
also too, like, be realistic.
But
like,
people
don't text us for like, oh, I want to come with 12, 15 people like in the morning. We can't do that realistically. Like,
yeah, if I got a table of 3, I could fill 5 more. Like,
yeah,
that's
but the good thing is too is that people are like booking early. They're starting to get the situation. I think that's more than on like it's more that than the other side of things.
Yeah,
which has been great.
Which is good because now you know what you're working with.
Yeah. Like people start to understand what's going on right now. Like, it's hard for people that haven't been out yet and they just don't get it at all. Like, say, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think our current landscape changes moving forward? Meaning, like, for example, Fisher and I have seen before COVID, we've seen like pretty good Saturdays and Sundays like throughout the day. I would say traditionally before COVID, we would pack up at Green Rock, like 5, 6 o'clock, 4 or 5, 6 o'clock on Saturdays during the day.
Yeah.
Like that was like a pretty packed time. Obviously with COVID and stuff, people are coming in earlier. The bars closed at 10 instead of, 2, 3 a.m. And so people are obviously coming in earlier and we're packing up and filling up earlier. Do you think we get back to normal?
I'm sorry. There still is people that are making reservations at like 9 o'clock. And,
correct.
And
but
you're hitting them up being like, you guys can only stay for an hour just so you know.
Correct. But I guess what I'm saying is, do you think when we get back to normal, we will still have such a demand in the morning? Because I see it. Like I see people enjoying. I've heard people specifically tell me that they've enjoyed Green Rock and like the way the layout is with COVID, that typically they wouldn't come to Green Rock and they actually like it. And they also do enjoy coming earlier and like drinking and like being home by like 10, 11 o'clock.
I think it's going to be
I don't know if you guys have heard that.
I think it's going to open more opportunities for day parties. Like I think because Saturday, Sundays, like those are the main day, like during the day is when people are going out at most right now,
Yeah. I mean, for us, Kev, I would say it helped that last year we kind of started building that Saturday day party with the West Virginia games and stuff. So that kind of boosted our day stuff this year because people already knew that we were going to be there.
I agree.
I still think there's a lot of my bad. You want to?
No, you're good.
I one thing I wanted to add though is like, because this isn't really with the day parties, but I still think there's a lot of people that are waiting to go out. Like they're like a lot of listen, I think it's a great time when people go out. Like I went out like just went out for a brunch. I went to Texas, Arizona one day, got fucked up. So much fun. And like, I just still think there's a lot of people that don't want to go out yet because they don't think it's worth it to go out. And they're still waiting. Because I think there's a big chunk of people, that we're missing out on because we are at 25%. And, we're selling out. But some days, like I've seen places like not sell out,
Yeah. I to talk to that point, I've noticed that with what we've been doing, we've been fortunate to start some parties on Wednesday, Thursdays, and still consistently do some Fridays at Green Rock. We've noticed different crowds coming in during the week and like pretty much those same regulars every weekend. So I agree. I think we're hitting the market that is going to go out kind of like no matter what. There's still a pretty solid market that is still concerned with everything going on and is still holding off. So that just means kind of like, more power, more people, more opportunity for everybody in that aspect. And, more of us getting that big pop when we get back to normal. If we ever hit that like spot where it's like, all right, it's normal, we're good to go. Like everyone could freak out, I don't know if we're ever going to get to that level. I think it's still going to be very slow.
Yeah.
But when we do get to that level, I think more people are obviously just going to go out in general and more bars will be packed out.
It's going to be really good.
And I mean, just going off of that too, Merc, like a lot of those people that have been coming on the Wednesdays and Thursdays that have never been to the bar before, like we've seen a couple of them show up on the weekends now.
Yeah. So, and a lot of them have been even repeating on the weekdays too.
Yeah.
We got tables coming on the weekdays and
awesome.
stuff that like they're every Thursday or every Wednesday. People come back. So
we're
definitely when we're open, Angelo, we're definitely gonna be doing a dollar beer night together for sure.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That's gonna be fun.
Something I've been talking about with Wicked when like football season's done for Mondays. I mean, like try and do Mondays or like Tuesdays maybe, like earlier in the week, do like some kind of industry night where they do like drink deals and stuff. I just feel like there's nothing really happening in the beginning of the week. It might be hard to get people out, but we might try that out as well.
You should.
Yeah. So
you should. Why not?
Doesn't
hurt to try it 1 week,
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I definitely want to help. And again, it's going to be something where I'm helping them out with too. Cause like, I want to help them grow this. I want to see what we can actually do, So that was an idea too for a weekday thing. And there's no really industry night. Before it was Mr. East, which that was got canceled that gig.
Yeah,
remember?
that was doing JoJo and DQ were doing a good job with that.
They were killing it.
That was really starting to build. It kind of sucks that it got cut short, but
I know.
I'm sure doing a good job with it.
I'm sure when we get back, like they're gonna definitely pick that back up. I know.
Maybe not with the summer because of Tiki and stuff, but
by next year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's gonna be something
I think it's a good move for them. I think they
do
well in football season too. With all the TVs and everything, like they're definitely set up for a nice, a nice watch of the game, I guess you could say.
Hell yeah.
But
could we talk the new Rain mixer for a little bit?
Oh yes. I mean, I haven't checked it out, but I've just been hearing fucking insane shit about it.
Dude, they're saying it's the best like laptop like controller mixer, whatever.
The best Serato mixer ever made. They also say it's the best built.
Gotcha.
Like, sturdy as hell. Build quality is phenomenal. I've actually looked in depth to it.
Won't break.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna throw a little shameless plug out there, but I shout out to Crossfader. I don't know if you ever saw them on Instagram or crossfader.com. They do a great job of doing like extensive reviews on new controllers, new mixers, decks, and stuff. They're based out of the UK. I watch all the videos.
Crossfader, if you ever want us to do a review.
Yeah, Jamie, let us know. James, let me know. But yeah, they do a really good job too in their videos and stuff. They have it cut up specifically, so you can look up like specific like mixer, platter, like functionality and stuff. Like throughout their video, they'll have like little hot points and stuff. So I watched it on the DJ Rain. I believe it's called the DJ Rain 1 mixer or the Rain 1 DJ mixer. From what I heard, it's essentially the closest thing that you can get to, real life turntables on a controller. They took the idea of the Rain 12s, so the separate online motorized platters, the Rain 12s, and kind of throw it into the controller with the compatibility of like the Serato touchpads, the Serato Scratch Bank, which is brand new, and it was on the new the new Pioneer SL11, which was brand new, and then they have those battle mixers of like the toggle faders. Versus the other like effects knobs, which supposedly a lot of
the S9,
the S9, the S11, the toggle faders and stuff. And I think what's really cool there too, at least on the effects side, Fish, specifically I think that you would like is, sometimes we like to use kind of, two effects together. This you can use up to 3 effects together on Serato. So you can do like a reverb, echo, and something else, or vice versa all together on the toggle faders. On like the
that's what
you could with the toggle.
Yeah,
you don't have to hit anything with just one switch.
You connect the
so you choose which effects you want,
and you could throw a gauge wheel in terms of how much.
It's not. Too. It's like like a beep. It's almost like a parameter pad, though, right?
I got you.
And
so it's not like you have to twist 3 different knobs. You just do one.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You connect you click the FX. There's a specific I don't know if it's like twice or 3 times and they all light up, like 3 of them or 2 of them or one of them, and then you would hit the toggle and it would all connect.
Cool. I love my effects, so that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's a really cool idea. What's cool about it too, what I've seen is they have like a small Q on them. So they do have a Q button. Like a typical turntable doesn't have a Q button. It's obviously start and stop. But they did add a Q button. For like a typical DJ out of the turntablist. I think this controller really does a good job. For example, like I've never played on turntables traditionally, like out in clubs and stuff. And so for me, it's really getting the opportunity to kind of do that and use some of those features with what I do know, which is Serato and like that controller based DJing. So I think they do have a lot of cool things. And even with the turntables themselves, they're 7-inch motorized platters. You can change the gauge speed of them. When you actually move up the tempo wheel too, they'll actually obviously like real life speed speed up and slow down, like a typical turntable would do. And you can actually take them apart and essentially kind of put them together.
That's dope.
And I believe customize them as well. So even like the typical platters on them and stuff, you can get them customized, I think, which is definitely cool for that. But yeah, they say it's the best build quality and the best Serato controller made.
Dope
so far. So
I'm excited. I could probably a lot of clubs might be purchasing or looking into that at least. I mean, especially if the owner was maybe like I feel like if they used to be a DJ or something back in the day, or they know a little bit about it. Like they have a lot of turntablists that come into their club. That's going to be huge for that.
Exactly. It has a 2-channel USB, so you can completely flip from A to B, just like the SX3, just like any type of higher level mixer, like the SL9 or the S9 and the S11. So I think that's absolutely huge too, because it is built. It's built out for multiple uses and different avenues of opportunity for it. I think the only thing that it would, I guess, lack in, which is something that Fisher and I come across with, but we do a lot for Green Rock and other avenues, is it's only a two-channel controller with one mic. I believe it only has one mic input. So you do limit the fact of using like a channel 3 or channel 4 for like a third mic or like an aux input for that.
I almost feel like they'll come out with like an S, like how the SX is to the SZ, like something like that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. If they do a 4-channel version with 2 microphone inputs, I'm in. I'm buying it.
That's good though. That's good though that they have you could run 2 laptops off it, right?
Yeah,
which
that's
is awesome. That's very
USB A, USB USB B.
Can you plug sticks in or no?
You can't plug sticks in.
No sticks at all.
No.
Like that's but that's because.
But
like,
it's
no,
it's
right. It's made for scratching,
yeah.
so you want the laptop. But
exactly.
I was just kind of curious if they had that input option or not.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for it, honestly, is it takes a direct kind of doesn't take a direct shot, but their whole their thing of what Rain was, at least on like the motorized platters, people love those Rain 12s or the Rain 12s, I believe, were they. Which was like the standalone like motorized platters that people built together. They'd have like the S9 or the S11 and have 2 of them and plug in Serato and be good to go. Now you have that all in one with a controller
it was
with
the
hot
modern
cues.
Technique.
Exactly.
This Technique don't make them anymore.
Yeah. So you're essentially taking like say like a $3,200 setup, for all 3 pieces and all together, and I think now it's $1,500 for the 2-channel, which is probably one of the most expensive 2 channels I've ever seen. I haven't really seen a 2-channel controller over $1,000, but it seems like it's worth it.
The only thing I would think about is that it's probably a 2-channel because again, it's like it's that focus on the scratching and like the vinyl DJ aspect. So a lot of the times you're not really using more than 2.
Exactly, and yeah, like I said, they have the typical features of loops, slicers, rolls, hot cues. Serato Scratch Bank, which is like a new thing where you can essentially like maintain like scratch tools, and then you can also map out two other of the like the effects pads for specific stuff you want for Serato. That's all the information that I retained on the video. I thought I did a good job. Crossfader, if you want to hire me for some product knowledge,
let him know.
I do a pretty good job.
He could summarize your videos for you.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, no, I like it. I'm thinking about potentially getting it, not anytime soon, because I want to see pros and cons of what people like and the other issues and stuff. But I definitely
like everything else.
Yeah,
Merkel, you're gonna have literally every toy to play with in like 5 years. I feel like.
I would love to get to a point where I could do some aspects of like reviews and stuff, or like
that'd be dope.
Be able to have somebody send me in like something brand new and like here's yada yada, test it out. I don't know. I became a DJ equipment freak, I guess you could say.
Love that.
I don't know how I did, but I just got really interested into it.
It's quarantine, bro.
There's so many fucking controllers and like little things out there that people use. It's crazy. Like
you ever see the little Newmark one that like fits on your keyboard?
No,
we bought that. We bought that for Brandon at Green Rock as like.
Was it Newmark or Hercule?
Yeah, Newmark.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Hercules.
It's literally like like this big.
Hercule.
It's that big. And
I think it's like the mix track, the Mix Go or something like that. The Go 2.
It's like $80, and it's just a straight USB plug into your laptop.
Pioneer came up with a mixer, a 4-channel mixer that was going for like $600, probably like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. Let me get the name right.
Pioneer did?
Yeah. It's called like the FL. FLX6.
A mixer or a controller?
Controller, sorry. The Pioneer FLX6. This thing has been shitting the bed in terms of what people have been saying about it.
You know who has this? I think.
Who got this?
Gary W.
Gary?
Yeah.
So people really haven't been saying like bad things in the sense of like it's a piece of junk, it doesn't work. They just say the build quality. Yeah. They say the build quality is like trash for a 4-channel. It seems very plasticky.
That's probably like $600.
Yeah, they like the jog wheels because they're obviously like full CDJ wheels, and they have this like combo effect button. I don't know if you guys are looking at a picture, but the top right button with like the blue
is it in like that like black line on the right side?
Yep. They have a combo effect button. It's supposed to be used for transitioning songs, let's say, you know, going from 70 BPMs and jumping up to 100 or 128 and stuff. And essentially you can build out 3 different specific effects for it.
No, it's 4 different effects.
Is it?
Yeah, it's called. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It says merge effects.
It's a record box controller.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
It's not Serato?
No, I think that's it.
Maybe I should have bed.
No, well, it's
record box and Serato. Yep.
Yeah. The record box stuff's usually just start with the R's.
Yeah. Record box and Serato.
This merge effects button just looks weird. It looks so out of place.
Yeah, but what they're essentially saying with it is, like you said, you could throw like these random effects into it. You could throw like a re-roll, a roll, a delay, filter, reverb, echo. Like you could throw like 4 of them all together, and it's supposed to be used to like drastically like merge tracks and help transition for like, you know, different types of BPM changes. But like I said, I've seen people like it, and they say they only like it because it's really good for like in-home use. You know, there is a lot of like functions, capabilities of it. But a lot of people are saying like the build quality of it trash, and you can't really use it, you know, like out in places and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, like I'm curious because that's kind of like what you were just saying about the rain with the toggle. You're combining effects together, so I'm curious if that's like similar.
Not necessarily similar, because supposedly through the record box and Serato, there's actually like a feature where you like create it, so it's like preloaded. So you have like 4
like a reverb echo. You make it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you have 4 or 3 of them like already made with 4 effects.
And you just press the button to use it.
Yeah, and you use like 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I don't know if I like that because you want it to be different for every time you like different songs. It sounds different. You know?
Yeah, I'm curious to see it because I've seen it's probably might be a new thing with the S11 too. Then like because you know how they did it.
Yeah, because if you zoom in on the picture and you look at the top, it gives you 4. It says merge effects 1, 2, 3, and 4, and has a button there. So I don't know if it's really mapped to a Serato or mapped to record box on the merge effects, like what it necessarily works better with. But that is a feature. If you look at the picture of the DJ Rain 1, it just has like multiple effects in the middle of it that you can necessarily click to, you know, add them together.
Gotcha. But, Angelo, where are we at on time? Does it say?
It doesn't say. I mean, we can probably go like another 10 minutes, maybe.
All right, word. I just want to make sure we don't go too crazy.
Yeah. Well, we're doing pretty good.
That's one thing we wanted to stop as well is like try not to talk for 3 hours over here.
I mean, if we want to wrap it up, I mean, we kind of talked about a good enough amount of stuff. I'm happy with it. It's our first one back. I'm excited.
What else were we supposed to hit?
TikTok, and I'm working out of state this weekend, but listen, we can talk about that next time.
Let's talk about out of state.
Talk about out of state.
All right.
I get careless about TikTok, so you can talk about that whenever.
Yeah, I fucking hate TikTok anyway, so but we have to do it. Yeah, so
don't say that. I'm gonna put that up and show all your followers. Angelo says he hates TikTok, and those followers are gonna drop.
Cancel.
Then they did it to Charlie DeMeo or whatever her name is.
Yeah, bro. Cancel culture.
I don't even know what her name is.
Cancel culture is gonna come after me, and I'm done. So this weekend I'm doing
I'm doing the Charleston, bro.
Yes.
And Angelo the Kid.
I've worked out of state. I mean, New York, whatever. I did what's it called? Miami, not Miami, fucking Myrtle Beach. But this is like the first out of the state booking where I'm kind of linking with another DJ almost. He's getting me bookings out there and a manager out there compared to like whether it was like a college party production that booked me, you know? So I'm really excited about that. I'm in Charleston, South Carolina, playing at Silver Dollar on Saturday. And then Sunday, Sunday during the day and Sunday night, I was talking with the DJ. He was like, we'll probably go back to back at this outdoor bar he plays at. And then at night, there's this one big club called Trio that all their DJs hop on and they just kind of hang out and stuff. So
what was the outdoor one was the one that you showed us the video of?
Yes. And that's social
dope.
Social district. Yeah, it looked awesome and it's insane. I mean,
what do you think they play there?
It's like all
I feel like you're gonna come up with all these like different but I feel like you're gonna come up with all these like different edits and stuff. Like I'm curious, like the pools they use, like are they using DMP like headliner?
I'm not sure. I'm actually so I'm also grabbing, like I haven't really talked to him. So like Sunday morning we're grabbing breakfast. I'm just gonna bullshit with him heavy because I'm so curious about that too. I just know they play a lot of my edits out there too. Like I get videos all the time. They're like, they honestly play all your stuff all the time.
So how did they find it through DMP or do they find it through like your TikTok?
I send it to them every time. Like,
no, I know, but like where did it first come up? Like,
all right. So the relationship where it started, the manager at Silver Dollar used to work at Headliner. He's from New Jersey. And I don't know, he has some kind of relationship with the owners of Headliner, and he was just telling me, like, whatever. We just kept in touch the whole time. And this is before TikTok. This is when I first put out the playpen. And he was a huge fan. He would play it, like, pretty much when, like, at the bar all the time. And, yeah, we've always talked about pretty much getting me out there. And I was like, hey, I want to come for a weekend, at least come down there. I'll take one booking. That's fine. Whatever you guys have. And I want to meet everyone at least. I want to come down there, meet all the DJs and just have a network down there to go hang out with people and stuff. So,
yeah.
I'm really excited about that though. Super excited.
It should be a good fucking time.
And they're wide open.
No mask, just vibes.
Don't hang out with me after, bro.
No, I won't. I got
no COVID.
As soon as I get back, I'm gonna get tested and
no mask, just vibes.
I had COVID in October, so I should be good. But we'll test that out and see how true that is.
I think you'll be all right.
Yeah. So, but that's pretty much it. I'm sure then when the next time we hop on the podcast, we'll talk about how it went and shit. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be dope. So. That's really it. I mean,
enjoy yourself. You're driving or flying?
Flying. Flight and stay Saturday, Monday was only like $260.
There you go.
Nothing. So
whatever you're getting paid, that'll pay for it.
Yeah,
and
I'm all set with that.
So
I'll probably spend the rest somehow while I'm there.
Fucking better. You should.
Yeah. So. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean. That's all I gotta say for that. I mean, do you guys have any closing remarks? Or
not really any closing remarks. I'm excited to start this venture back again.
Yeah.
Please continue on this journey to listen to us as we grow and develop and take over the world. Yeah. Follow us on our socials and
ATKXOO, baby.
Yeah. Tell them, Merkel.
ATKOO.
And keep for DJs and shit, keep a lookout. We got a couple of mashups and whatnot that we're working on together.
Yes,
too, so.
Maybe remix come out soon. Maybe
hopefully soon. Yeah. Hopefully soon. That'd be awesome. And you guys are gonna have you guys have a remix coming out soon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And same with me. I'm supposedly within the next couple of months, hopefully have a original / remake coming out too. So
nice.
We're
nice. Yeah. Making moves, always making moves, baby.
Shout out Dean Anthony, homie,
legend.
What's up?
But
first guest ever on this podcast.
Yeah,
first guest and probably not the last.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you so much for coming out. Episode 16. I'm friends with the DJ. This is Olive Oil Music. Angelo the Kid. Thank you and good night, baby. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys. Peace.